현재 가지고 있는 가장 취입 컴플레인이 뭡니까?
Debilitating pain.
어디 부위의 통증이 가장 심합니까?
This, the trigeminal nerve, this, and this.
Neck and shoulder.
Neck and shoulder. Yeah, right side of face, neck, shoulder. I think it's the trigeminal nerve. I have it here from the TMJ behind my eye, and the muscle squeezing, and then this.
통증의 대부분이 오른쪽 턱에서 기인할이라고 예측이 됩니다. 이 턱의 밸런스가 깨지게 되면은 이 상악과 두개골이 뒤틀리게 됩니다. 침을 삼킬 때 혀가 이빨을 밀어내고 있습니다. 이게 오픈바티의 주범입니다. 교정을 해서 붙들으면서 고무줄로 하는 것은 일시적인 임시 방편에 불과하고 계속 혀가 밀어내는 힘이 이렇게 상존하는 한 치료가 될 수가 없습니다. 현재도 두통과 넥페인이 현재도 있습니까?
Yes.
오늘 진통제를 드셨습니까?
No.
지금 내가 이 장치를 착용을 시키겠습니다.
Now you wear this appliance.
현재 페이셜 또는 넥페인이 똑같은지 감소됐는지 한번 느껴보십시오. 감소됐으면 오른손, 아니면 왼손을 들어보세요. 오케이? 현재 느끼는 변화가 뭡니까?
Yeah, I feel less pain here, less tension here, and I think my posture is straighter. Like before, I felt like this. Now I feel a little more less pain here behind my eye and here, and less pain here.
통증이 한 몇 프로가 감소됐습니까?
Now maybe like 8.
8.
Yeah.
어제 갖고 있던 통증이 한 몇 프로 정도 사라졌습니까?
About 80%.
80.
오, 80. 오케이. 근데 오늘 이렇게 갑자기 좋아도 중간에 이제 대편차가 날 때 되돌림 과정을 거치며 치료되면서 더 며칠간 더 아플 수도 있다. 그것도 치료의 과정이니까 혹시 그런 변화가 생기더라도 저는 겁내지 말고 마음 편하게 생각해. 치료의 과정이다. 제일 통증이 줄어든 거, 감소된 게 어느 부위입니까? 페이셜 페인? 두통은 한 현재 남아있는 게 얼마 정도 됩니까?
Like 2 out of 10. Yeah, now it's just 2 out of 10.
그 다음에 neck and shoulder pain?
Maybe 3 or 4.
오늘 컨디션이 어떠십니까?
Better than last night.
그럼 facial pain, neck and midbrain 어떠십니까?
Pain is better than usual, like maybe 30% of usual. But I have numbness that is new here and here.
잠은 잘 주무십니까?
Last night was kind of difficult, but because I had more pain and I was dizzy and so on. But this morning it was better.
뭐 어지럼증은 변화가 없는지?
Yeah, I have. It comes less often than before, but maybe sometimes I feel when I have a big deviation or something, the dizziness comes.
심한 그 통증 좀 얼마나 이제 줄어들었습니까?
Maybe 80-90%.
80, 90.
Yeah.
Very good. 그럼 facial, neck, headache, shoulder.
If I sit in good posture with the appliance, almost nothing. But when I walk or talk or type on a computer, then it comes back. But if I'm with the appliances,
eye pain.
now a little bit. But if I have the appliance and sit straight,
그러면 이제 자세의 중요성을 이제 충분히 이해하셨네요.
yeah, definitely.
여기 한국에 와서 가지고 온 진통제 한 번도 드신 적이 있습니까? 없습니까?
I haven't taken
이렇게 안 먹고도 충분히 견딜만 한가요?
Yeah, with the appliance makes all the
Okay.
difference.
그럼 현재는 전체적인 통증이 한 몇 프로 정도 남아 있습니까?
Well, maybe if I take this into account, maybe 30.
30 left.
Yeah.
안색이 안 좋아 보여요. 많이 불편한가요? 뭐가 제일 불편합니까?
Like a lot of dizziness,
Dizziness.
headache, and pain here.
이렇게 이제 구조가 변하면서 지금 하루에도 이제 여러 번씩 이제 강행군을 하면서 치료를 하기 때문에
네.
어쩔 수 없이 거치는 과정이다. 어지럼증이 아직도 많이 있나요?
Still a little bit. Most of the time, nothing. Just once in a while, I get like a little bout, but most of the time,
How would you rate?
20% of the.
근데 나머지 증상은 전부 사라졌고
Very little pain. It's more like tension, but very little pain.
이 80부계 증상도 많이 개선되고 있니?
Yeah, a lot of symptoms are improving.
Okay.
그리고 왼쪽 95분바이트가 어떤 좀 변화가 있는 걸 느끼는지.
I think the gap is smaller, and I'm more able to use the muscles on the left side of my face to chew.
골반 통증은 어떠신지?
That, if I don't do anything, it's fine. When I walk after a while, it gets kind of twisted and painful. But if I'm sitting still, it's fine.
그리고 잠은 수면 상태는 이제 좋아졌는지.
Better than
Better.
before, yeah.
오케이. 3주 동안 치료 받으면서 뭐가 얼마큼 치료됐고 뭐는 얼마큼 남아 있는지 한번 표현해 보십시오.
So the big improvements are the pain that is gone, and two, I had my shoulder and my hip were raised, and my foot was twisted out, and now they're dropping and getting aligned, so I can walk better. So that's great, and the bite is closing. What is left is the dizziness and this pressure in the TMJ.
어지럼증은 100만큼 심했었다면 현재 몇 개가 남아 있습니까?
Right now, maybe 30. So I came to Dr. Lee with a long, complicated medical history that really no one had been able to really help me with. I'll try to keep it short, but if anything is confusing because I'm omitting something, please stop me and I'll explain. So as a child, I underwent some treatments for third-class malocclusion, and some of those dental treatments went bad, and I developed an open bite on the left. And a few years later, I started developing this postural collapse that you saw in some of the slides, a postural imbalance that is lateralized. So the right side of my body was coming up and forward like this. So in addition to having a hard time talking and chewing because of temporomandibular joint disorder and trigeminal neuralgia, I also had a hard time walking and really going about, basic things in daily life. And it had gotten to a point where I was really desperate for a solution and thought of surgery to basically maxillofacial surgery to create a healthy bite. But in reality, I knew that the model behind maxillofacial surgery wouldn't really address the underlying causes of the whole postural imbalance and postural collapse that I was experiencing, because it did not recognize that all of these elements are linked. So doctor after doctor was literally laughing me out of the office when I told them that my herniated disc in my lower back was caused by malocclusion and so on. I found Dr. Lee online, immediately came, as soon as I could. I stopped the orthodontics in preparation for the surgery, and immediately when he gave me my standard appliance, 80% of my trigeminal neuralgia, the pain in my face, was gone, and things kept on improving. In the first week, the results were incredible. I started running on an elliptical machine, which hadn't happened in years, and I had an easier time talking and chewing. Second week, I started experiencing the healing crisis that I think Dr. Lee told you a little bit about. So a lot of my symptoms kind of got worse, and I started having a lot of dizziness and a lot of pain. Mostly old symptoms. At a certain point, new symptoms started to appear, and it's not fun. But I knew that everyone at the clinic had been through this, and I chose to stick with the treatment. Third week and last week of my stay there, the symptoms started to decrease a little bit, and it's been now 3 weeks, I think, since I've been back, and I'm a new person. I can talk, chew, walk, run, even not on a elliptical machine, using a treadmill, and that's fine. There's still a lot that has to kind of stabilize, and these improvements have to kind of become more permanent, but every day I feel that happens more and more. So yeah, as you see, my spinal structure, my whole body is much more balanced, and everything is easier.
오랜만에 반갑습니다.
Very happy to be here.
4월달에 종료하실 때보다 증상이 더 많이 나타나나요?
I'm much better than
요즘은 페이셜 페인은 어떠시죠?
If I wear the appliance, no facial pain.
그리고 그러면 왼쪽 오픈바이트는 어떠신가요?
Much better.
Much better.
Much better.
디즈니스, 디스토니아가 처음보다 지금은 얼마 정도 감소된 편입니까?
Dizziness, maybe 40% decrease, and the Hemidystonia is maybe 50% better. Yeah.
Okay.
3주 치료하고 가신 거로 보면 굉장히 빠른 변화가 왔네요. 어지럼증 또는 페이셜 페인 어떠신지 여쭤봐.
No facial pain, and not so much tension on the right. Dizziness also not so much.
오늘 컨디션은 어땠어요?
I feel like my left side is stronger. I can bite more strongly on the left, and today when I was running, I felt this part relax. This muscle here relax for the first time in a long time.
3주 동안 치료하면서 이제 오시기 전보다 좀 더 좋아진 게 있습니까?
Yeah.
Compared to before.
Yeah, definitely.
어떤 면이 좋아졌습니까?
The main thing is the muscles in my face and in my neck on the right side. They have been contracted for years, and now they are released. So I feel a lot of kind of a sense of freedom and not constriction as before. And so from there, everything else kind of is more aligned and feels less painful and more free.
요즘 얼굴의 통증은 어떠시죠?
Most of the time I don't have any. If I stay too long without the appliance, then the contraction starts again on the right, and then it becomes painful again.
Okay. For the pain on your neck and like muscle tension, how much do you think you still have left with?
I would say I'm somewhere between 60 and 70% recovery from that point of view. This is when I have the appliance. But in general, I feel that the right side is much more relaxed and the left side has more muscle tone. So it used to be kind of dead, just dragging along, and now it has more life, more muscle tone. So somewhere between 60 and 70%.
두 번째 방문해서 치료 받으러 오셔서 고맙고 또 반갑고 그렇습니다. 가셔서 좀 쉬지 말고 날마다 여기서 배운 대로 운동과 훈련을 해주시면 다음번에 오실 때는 10%에서 20% 더 좋아져서 오실 수도 있습니다.
Okay.
So.
I will
Keep
work
on with
hard
that,
on it. Yeah,
yes.
그동안 몸 컨디션 상태는 어떠셨어요? 한번 여쭤봐.
Better.
현재 상태가 컨디션 몇 점에 비교되는지.
Maybe 70% recovered right now. Yeah.
본인 생각에 한 이번에 새로 방문해서는 어떤 변화가 있다고 보는지.
This now, I'm very close to kind of a deviation or like some symptoms that I had just a few days ago. So I think it's still a little confused, but in general, I think I feel maybe the muscle tone is a little more balanced between left and right. I get glimpses from time to time of like, good balance, but most of the time I still feel like it's either too much on the right or too much on the left. And when it's too much on the left, it kind of chokes my arm, and my left hand turns kind of blue like this. And when it's too much on the right, it becomes painful, kind of all over the right side of my body, kind of as it used to be. But overall, things are much better. Usually, after like a deviation, it takes a few days, and then I feel the benefits. But
여기서 좋아지는 속도를 계속 유지하면서 계속 좋아지기를 원한다면 파워킹 1시간에 또 한 가지죠. 경추 주니어 스트레칭.
네.
꼭 해주기를 바란다.
네.
심리적으로도 트라우마 때문에 빨리 떨쳐버리고 긍정적인 생각을 자주 좀 해줬으면 좋겠다.
네.
oh no, it's fine. I see the results, so I'm happy to come back. I'll do what it takes. I appreciate the help. Thank you so much. Thank you. 감사합니다.
FCST is abbreviation of Functional Cerebrospinal Therapy. It is treatment to control whole body's yin yang balance through balancing TMJ. The purpose of balancing TMJ is upper cervical alignment, spinal alignment, nervous system stabilization, and natural healing of body. That is to say that FCST helps to open up the block channel that connects brain and body, realigning the spine, stabilizing nervous system. What factor causes misalignment of spinal structure? The answer is in C2, which is the one and only central axis of the spine. Then why is the C2 important? Human body has 24 vertebrae, which includes cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. Of all these vertebrae, there is only one vertebra with an axis, the C2. Our body is affected as axis C2 is distorted. When the axis C2 is distorted, the atlas C1 is also immediately distorted, and the rest of the vertebrae in the spine will soon follow, as will the pelvis and cranial bones, like in the domino effect. Consequently, it will lead to the cranial structure fixation and the restricted flow of cerebrospinal fluid. Then, there will be problems on the circulation and central nervous system. What factor causes misalignment of axis C2? The answer is imbalance of TMJ. Once the C2 are distorted due to the TMJ imbalance, the entire structure will follow and distort. And this will negatively impact on the brain-body communication through restriction of foramen magnum as well as restriction of jugular foramen, another opening in the base of the skull transmitting veins and arteries. When the TMJ disc space is normalized through TMJ balancing therapy, C2 is aligned as well as the size of foramen magnum is normalized. I've explained in what aspect I see the disease and its principles and concepts. I put everything in one diagram for the summary. For the better understanding, I rotated the horizontal diagram in the previous slide into the vertical diagram. The treatment applied to the higher rank can be the treatment in the lower rank. In the lower rank, more specific therapies are applied. I consider balancing TMJ as top priority factor to resolve structural problems. For the TMJ balance, I make use of intraoral devices as a main treatment. There are two types of intraoral devices used for balancing TMJ. CBA is disposable custom-made intraoral balancing appliance which allows balance of TMJ at the optimal freeway space to the individuals until deflection. The purpose of CBA is to align C2 at all times through balancing TMJ in relation to maxillary and bodily posture. TBA and OBA are intraoral devices for keeping TMJ balance stable after the use of CBA when deflection has occurred, and keeping C2 in aligned position and stabilization of occlusion and mandible. I apply a wide range of therapies other than TMJ balancing therapy. These therapies are applied for structural alignment. There are upper cervical and spinal alignment technique, spine balancing therapy, craniosacral therapy, and disc decompression balancing therapy. There are other secondary therapies as well. Depending on individual's condition and need, I apply different types of secondary therapies like as acupuncture, cupping therapy, herbal medicine, counseling program, and rehabilitative exercise program. This chart shows the number of cases in my clinic from 2002 through 2013. I listed several diseases based on the highest ratio of patients.